In a city where dreams are made and broken in the blink of an eye, behind tinted windows and luxury high-rises, secrets often fester. This is the story of a woman who seemed to have it all: the view, the wardrobe, the life. But behind the designer bags and exclusive rooftop dinners was a cage gilded in silence. And when the truth finally clawed its way out, it wasn't just tragic. It was fatal. At first glance, Isabel Maren had what most would envy. She was 29, stunning, and lived in a sleek penthouse on the Upper West Side of Manhattan, courtesy of her longtime benefactor, Arthur Langston, a powerful, married real estate mogul nearly twice her age. To neighbors, she was the mystery woman, always immaculately dressed, rarely seen outside during the day, and never without her Cartier bracelet and signature red lipstick. But behind the double-locked doors of apartment 38B, Isabel was a woman kept, not just financially, but emotionally and psychologically imprisoned. Arthur paid for everything: rent, groceries, clothes. But the price was steep. Isabel had no phone of her own, no friends allowed over, and only a few, strictly timed outings each week. She was not allowed to work. She was not allowed to leave without permission. She was essentially owned. On a Friday evening in late March 2023, Isabel was last seen entering the penthouse around 8:15 p.m., wearing a red cocktail dress and stilettos. Security footage showed Arthur arriving just 10 minutes later. It was supposed to be their anniversary dinner, the night he reminded her of everything he had given her. But Isabel had been preparing for something else entirely. She had secretly contacted an old college friend through the building concierge's tablet, a man named Chen, a freelance journalist she hadn't spoken to in years. The message was simple: "I'm not safe. If anything happens, it's Arthur." That was the last time anyone saw her alive. 2 days later, Arthur called 911 at 6:43 a.m. His voice was frantic. "She's not breathing. There's blood. I don't know what happened." Paramedics arrived to find Isabel lying face up on the Italian marble kitchen floor. Her skull was fractured, and there was bruising around her wrists and throat. Arthur claimed she had fallen during an argument and hit her head on the granite counter. But the autopsy revealed the truth. Isabel had been strangled, and it wasn't her first injury. She had 3 partially healed rib fractures and older bruises, signs of prolonged abuse. At first, the police believed Arthur's version. He had powerful lawyers, influence, and a spotless public record. He cried at the hospital. He donated to a domestic abuse charity the very next week. But Miles, the journalist Isabel had contacted, didn't buy it. He went public with her message. He released screenshots of her warning. And soon, more cracks in Arthur's perfect image began to appear. A former housekeeper spoke up, then a private driver. Both testified that they had seen Isabel with black eyes, crying in silence, or being scolded by Arthur for talking to the doorman too long. Still, Arthur insisted she had stayed by choice, that she was complicated, that she needed him. But everyone began to realize Isabel hadn't been living. She had been surviving. By the summer of 2024, the case had become national news. The media dubbed it the Penthouse Prisoner case. During the trial, the prosecution revealed text messages Arthur had deleted but were recovered from Isabel's iCloud. Messages to herself. Notes. A digital diary. "If I don't leave now, I'll never leave alive. He tells me I'm lucky, that no one else would want me. This isn't love. This is slow death in a beautiful cage." The jury took just 4 hours to convict Arthur Langston of second-degree murder, unlawful imprisonment, and coercive control. He was sentenced to 42 years in prison, 1 for every floor in the building he used to control. Isabel Maren became a symbol, not of glamour, but of the invisible horrors that can live behind wealth and privilege. In her name, Miles helped launch a foundation for victims of kept abuse, women and men, financially trapped in abusive, manipulative relationships under the guise of luxury and care. A mural of Isabel now stands near Columbus Circle, her silhouette painted in red, staring out over the city that swallowed her whole. Isabel didn't leave behind children, or millions. She left behind a warning that not all prisons have bars. Some have marble countertops, concierge services, and a view of Central Park. And the most dangerous kind of abuser is the one who makes the world believe he's the hero of the story.